What's up to the goddesses? What's up to the gods? Adding on to your spiritual power, is it making you more conscious or is it making you more spiritual? Many people get on this journey and the first thing they start to do is eat differently, eat more clean. That's what they say. They get rid of the flesh, stop eating chicken, stop eating beef, stop eating cheese. Some of them pescatarians, they believe that's the way. So to touch on the food first, the way of that is not to eat more clean, but it's to consume more light rather than not consuming light. The lighter you are, the higher you vibrate. The denser you are, the heavier you are to this realm of Kai or Earth, whichever you want to address this planet as. And through consuming more light than not, as rather it be from the sun, rather it be from Heru or not, rather it be from you eating fruits and vegetables and eating any type of superfood that adds on to the alkalinity within your body. Because another thing with alkalinity is that once you eat a food, it becomes the acid within the body because the body is more acid than it is alkaline. So with this being a fact, the more light you eat, the higher you vibrate. The higher you vibrate, the more powerful the soul becomes, and the more powerful the soul becomes, the more powerful the body becomes. So, let's touch on the serpents. Are you stuck on the fact of you being spiritual, but you're really conscious because you know the power of the serpents or the hair? Same as if one stretches or does not stretch. One works out or does not work out. These are simply tools to push you even higher amongst your spiritual gifts. This is to make you more powerful. This is not for you to know a thing or even believe a thing and feel as if you've made it somewhere when you haven't. Because the true spiritualists know that they know nothing. And it's the same goes for a philosopher. He who knows something knows nothing. He who knows not knows all. Because you're going to continue to learn more and more and more. Because you know that you don't know anything. So you always have the glass empty. Each time you arise, you should think, all right, let me empty my glass out. Some new knowledge is going to come to me. I don't know what form, what fashion, what subject, but I know that I'm going to gain more wisdom, understanding, and knowledge this rising. If I keep my glass empty, not half full, not half empty, empty it out so that you can fill it up again. When you fill it up, send it up to the ethers so that you can transmute it and pull it back down and push it through your being. Make a big L. Pull it in, push it up, pull it down, push it out, and continue this cycle, which creates a big L. Pushing it from your solar plexus, pulling it in from your solar plexus, distributing it throughout your entire being, and then pushing it back up into the ethers to amplify that energy to pull it down once more and continue this cycle. So the same goes for stretching. When one stretches, what one does is they open up energy centers within the body. It could be in your hips, which is where we hold a lot of trauma. So I really recommend those who have tight hips to get into really stretching that area. Psoas stretches are amazing. You can even do straddle stretches, like cheerleaders do. You can even, y'all look that up. I'm here to make you think. That's all. I'm not here to tell you how to live, how to be, none of that. So, that being said, when one stretches, you open up energy centers in the body. Now, when you exercise, what is going on is that you're allowing this energy that you have unlocked within the body that's been stagnant, that's just been sitting dormant, same as DNA, that they like to call junk DNA, when really it is only potential DNA, locked DNA waiting to be unlocked. And if I go back to the start, the way you unlock the DNA first is to consume more light. Sun, fruit, superfoods, vegetables. To continue on to the point. Now that you have unlocked these energy centers, now you are stretching to let them flow freely through the body. Okay, now let's strengthen these energies. And this is what exercise is. Mainly squats. So you squat, you pushing that energy, the Kundalini energy itself, from the bottom on the root, and you're letting it strengthen, letting it pulsate. And to strengthen this even more, which is an experiment I have been doing, when you're squatting or doing any exercise, including meditation, get your tongue, place it at the roof of your mouth. And with your tongue at the roof of your mouth, what that does is it activates the first eye, the pituitary pineal gland, which will then allow you to get open up the crown, and then you'll be able to just stream down information. And the same goes for the root. The root is actually pulling in information upon the planet. The crown does the same from the universe. Rather it be in the sky, clouds, or the trees, it's all that's unseen. And for the root, it's all that you can touch and see. And Spirit just told me that, like, at that moment as I was speaking. So, arigato. And that's that premise. So I ask again, are you conscious or are you spiritual? Are you getting stuck at one level? Because those levels I just gave you, the serpents. Oh, well, I didn't touch on the serpents. The serpents themselves are simply showing your vitality of your internal health, especially if you aren't cutting any of it. You're letting it all grow, and you're doing something with it, and you're letting it grow. You're not adding any kind of chemicals to impede it, because it's an absorber. It absorbs, and it also communicates to your external environment. So depending on where you are, it's best to have your head wrapped up or unwrapped. As you can see, I got my cap off, and I'm taking in some Oshun Heru energy right now, allowing them to supercharge my solar plexus, which allows me to move upon this plane and do what I need to do and do what I want to do through my will. So the serpents communicate with your external environment. But before they do that, they first are communicating with your internal environment, because your hair comes from the gut. How does this come from the gut, Roku? It comes from the gut because of this one fact, is that the hair inside, it starts in the digestive area. The colon, the small intestines, up through the stomach, all the way to certain parts of the throat, and in the tongue. If you really look, you can actually scrape your tongue and you'll see that your tongue is hairy. Okay, your tongue is hairy. So with this being said, everything that you have outside of yourself is first inside, and this goes for the physical things as well. But of course it does. It's not only the unseen that is above, so below, as within, so without. The same goes for your skin. You have skin inside the body. We call it melanin. And once the skin comes out here that you can touch, it becomes neuromelanin. Well, that's if you're the same tone as myself, or a darker shade of a being. Hue, H-U-E, color being. So, as above, so below, as within, so without. We back with the big L. So this hair now extends out, and the hair, the serpents now show you that you are vital. You hold vitality within yourself, and now you hold it outside of yourself to continue to amplify. So don't get stuck on, oh, I got this long hair and long locks. Don't get caught on the surface being beautiful. Don't get caught on your physical being beautiful, because sometimes your physical only beautiful on the external because you got some serious detoxing to do, and detoxing and cleansing is not a pretty sight. Your skin may start pooping on itself. Not actually pooping, but we call it pooping because it looks like the skin is pooping, because it'll start breaking. You'll see like little dots, little beads. It'll get darker in some areas. You can get any type of cream to lighten up that darkness. But you're gonna have to allow yourself to heal completely, holistically, all the way. And that goes for the mental health as well. So people are so high on this tree, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, first eye, crown. In order to truly crown oneself, you must start at the root. It's the same as a tree. A seed is down there, and this seed sprouts. And then once the seed sprouts, it gets to a certain point, the sacral, where you have to water it to continue the growth into the will. And then in the will, the solar, you give it life, you give it vitality. so that they can grow and grow and grow. And now you in the heart. Within the heart, now everyone can see how you are. This is an expression, yeah. They can only see how you are. You're showing them how you are. You're showing them how vibrant, how healthy, how much you love yourself. And showing how much you love yourself, not to them, but to yourself. They now can see how much you love yourself, and now you can share that love with them. And then expression. How are you expressing your love? How are you showing up each time? How is your will allowing you to express your love? And then you can get up to the first eye, where you control all of the lower natures inside yourself. You see, you get to see exactly how everything truly is. Look at these guys back here getting it in. They just ran around, now they lunging. That's what I was talking about. They exercising, they strengthening that energy within them. They probably stretched before. You can stretch after as well, because this allows the energy to truly be potent. You harness it, and you direct this energy. That's what this is all about. Once you find out how to direct this energy, nothing and no one can stop you, because you become who you truly are. This is control. And then once you get to the crown, well, who wear crowns? Kings and queens, princesses and princes. Now you get to wear your crown. Now you get to truly, now everybody know who you are now. Sometimes you don't even have to talk. Sometimes the best thing to do is not talk. Just show up, just be. They know what's up, because you know what's up. You don't have to tell nobody who you are. You don't have to act like you something you not. Just be. Don't be so high in heaven that you know no earthly good. You can be an alchemist, but you must know that alchemy starts in the root. What can you truly move and change with the mind? And what laws are unchangeable? You gotta ask yourself these kind of questions. I'm only here to propose what I know, and to let you know that what I know, and what I don't. And I would not tell myself I know something I don't. I will go inside and see, how do I feel about this situation? How do I feel about this person's truth? Can I make this one of my truths? You don't have to, everything that I've said in this one video, don't take it for face. You can even go and do research. Man, does hair really come from inside my gut? Go ahead and search it. Does everything really start above and then come down below and then it's pushed from within out? And you can pull it in, push it back up, and then continue this big L? L is a name for God. If you watch Stranger Things, you know. What can L do? Uh-oh. What is Superman's real name? Kal-El. Uh-oh. You want me to keep going? So you also got to watch these shows. They're telling you how powerful you truly are. But are you going to live up to your power? Are you going to do it correctly? Are you going to be one of those people who, I want to open my first eye. It's already open. Do you want to strengthen these sensors in your body and push these energies throughout your entire being so that you can be who you truly are? Act out all the things you hold in your mind. Because I am right here. You do not exist here. You come here to play and dream or live out your dreams, but you have here, because you are the dream. You are the imagination. You are the consciousness. You are the true observer. You're not this. I'm not this. This is me, a part of me. So it is me. Then again, it's not me. Same for you. It's a part of you. It's the lowest part of you. When you come here, you see you as whole, nothing, pure potential, chaos, what some people like to call ether, pure potential. You get to decide what you want to be the moment you open your eyes, each and every rising. And you get to tell yourself who you want to be once you arise every time you close your eyes at night and you quicken going into other world. Consume more light, stretch more than you don't, exercise more than you don't. Continue to grow. I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm telling you to do this. So with that being said, fam, goddesses, gods, all of those who truly want to be a better them, because it's the time. The time is now, and it's always now. There's no past, there's no future. Are you Lex Luthor, or are you Superman? Peace.